Rapper Go to the League by 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz' new basketball-themed album, Rapper Go to the League, is here. A&R'd by LeBron James continues a theme Chainz has touched on throughout his career. With features from Ariana Grande, Travis Scott, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, and others, does 2 Chainz have a classic on his hands? Here's our honest review of Rapper Go to the League by 2 Chainz.
Rap or Go to the League by 2 Chainz.
True.
I thought it was dope that I don't know if you heard, but he said he was doing some like limited edition packages where you can get the yellow crate and get like the vinyl, a t-shirt, a couple extra items. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope, man. How you feel about this album artwork?
I feel like it's pretty dope. I personally can like remember seeing the crates used as, the hoops a lot, so that really touched. But I just like the whole like vintage look of it or whatever like that. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty dope. Like you said, I mean, I never lived anywhere that bad where it was a crate for the hoop. But I definitely have seen some places where they have a crate for a hoop.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he's basing like the whole promotion around this crate. Like he's got a whole bunch of things happening with crates. If y'all can check out his joint when him and LeBron are talking in the studio to Apple Music, it's like 45 minutes long. It was pretty interesting insight into the project.
That's dope.
The flow of this project, man. First of all, I want to point out the fact that they're gonna release a deluxe edition in a couple weeks
with two
with
extra
tracks.
Yeah.
He was trying to get Scarface on Sam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that'll be on a remix.
Okay.
And on a deluxe edition, hopefully.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. But the flow of this project, man, like it's 2 Chainz on his more mature, shit. I mean, he's talking about more mature content. He's got his fun stuff throughout the project as well. But for the most part, it's actually Chainz 444 in a sense, like loosely.
Yeah, man, like right off the gates, he set the tone with Forgiven. And as soon as I heard that, I kind of got the impression that this was going to be a focused, content-driven type of album from 2 Chainz. So, yeah, that's what you're going to get. You get the fun side here and there, but for the most part, you get a really, content-focused 2 Chainz.
Highlights. Yo, when Forgiven came on, if you want to get people hooked, start the album or end it with Marsha Ambrosius on the
As soon as I heard Marsha, I was just like, oh, so this is how we start.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Marsha, she started the joint off great. The beat is on point. Threat to Society, I will say I didn't like the hook, but I did like the beat. Knife Wonder provided, and I like the verses that 2 Chainz laid on there. Money in the Way, it sounded like a straight Killer Cam Diplomat style joint. But he rocked it. I liked it. Whip featuring Travis Scott is not really my cup of tea, but it works. It works as a song, and I like that. Rule the World, it was a dope way for them to sample Hitmaker Strikes Again.
Yes.
It was a dope way to sample A&R'd Why Don't We Fall in Love, Ariana Grande. It sounds really good with her on that song. The fact that they flipped that song around really quick because they just became friends here recently, that was really dope. Girl's Best Friend featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Like when I first heard, I didn't like it. I was like, yo, this hook is so cheesy. But sure enough, man, by the third time, I was just I was just riding and bouncing like, yo, this joint is dope. I Said Me. I don't know what it is about it, but that joint is hard. I love how it samples. Few of my favorite things. I'm not even gonna say what Sounds of Music. Is that where it's from? These are a few of my favorite things. Yeah. And then it also samples Lonnie Smith, which is the sample that most people know as the Dead Presidents. Okay. I'm Out for Presidents to Represent Me. That beat, that was really dope. I'm Not Crazy, Life Is. Chance the Rapper gave one of the dopest verses I've heard so far 2019.
Yes.
Kodak's Black was cool. I like when Kodak raps like that, and 2 Chainz did his thing on that, and Sam is a really dope song. I just don't like repeating lyrics. We're gonna get into that very shortly. But when he 2 verses, he said, I think Sam taking money out the bag and something like that, and he said it 5 bars. I counted 5 bars of saying the same thing. Don't do that, please.
Yo, start with Marsha. Great way to start an album, set the tone. As soon as I heard how he was rapping and everything, I was just like, okay. But then when it went to Threat to Society, I was just like, okay, we still going along with this kind of mood here, and I was liking it. Threat, I kind of like the hook, man. Like I just think it's like a little bit of his flavor tacked on to what he tends to be a more mature record. So I think he can put a lot of himself into that. Money in the Way is just crazy. Whip, I agree with you. It's just like, it's that sound that's catchy, that's going to play on the radio or whatnot, but it works for some odd reason. It's just really, really good. Mama, I Hit a Lick. I don't know why I like they flows in that song. The flows in that song is just real fun and energetic. I'm really sure I like all the lyrics and everything they talking about, but I think it's just really dope how they use their vocals and their wordplay and everything like that. Just a really, really fun song. Rule the World is just crazy. As soon as I heard that A&R'd sample, and just as soon as I heard Hitmaker, I was just like, oh, yo, this is about to be fire. $2 Bill, man. I have to say I like that song. I think it's fun. I really like Wayne on that, and I think E40 was cool on that too. I Said Me is ridiculous. It's just, the whole song is just crazy. I'm Not Crazy, Life Is had to be like one of the highlights on here. I didn't like Kodak Black's verse to that, but after hearing it a couple times, I appreciate it more. And Sam is just a crazy way to go out on an album, man. Really dope, really dope.
Low lights. Look, man, Statute of Limitation, I don't like the beat at all. I do like the lyrics though.
Yeah,
I just don't like the beat at all. Hot Top Versace is just, Thug works on this song. It just ain't for me.
Does he?
It just, the song just ain't for me. Mama, I Hit a Lick. That has got to be the worst hook on this whole album. The worst hook. I actually like the beat Pharrell provided. Yeah. The verses are ridiculous, but the hook, I do not like that shit at all. And like he was saying, he thinks this is going to be like the biggest song on the project. If it is, it's only because it's Kendrick on it with Pharrell on the beat. That's the only reason. But you can't tell me that there's not 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 songs better than that on this project. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the verses are dope though.
That's fair.
$2 Bill, which is, in my opinion, I'm Different 2.0.
Oh,
that's the only thing. Okay. That's the only thing I didn't like. I'm rare. Yeah. I'm rare, but I'm not gonna lie. That shit is catchy. You will catch yourself in the car singing along with this hook. Lil Wayne laid the best verse he's dropped so far this year on this joint. Yeah, I agree. And E40 did sound really good on it. And those are my only lowlights. If you notice that the lowlight was mixed in with something positive in it as well, and also on Sam, the repeating of the bars over and over again. And there were a couple verses throughout the project, like NCAA had one verse up there that I did not like at all, but I love the beat. Honorable C-Note is one of my favorite producers. Yeah.
Lowlights, I don't have that much. The only thing I would say is Young Thug. And when I go to Young Thug, it's just the fact that I just feel like he can do on anything on the track and get away with it, and it sounds good. And I don't think we should throw Young Thug on every project. That's just my opinion. I know that's probably what people like to see collab, but I'm tired of him. And that's just really what it is. Statute of Limitations, like you said, it's that beat that's probably going to be really catchy to, like, you know, people who like that, I guess you want to say trap sound, whatever, that little din beat, because, you know, it's kind of a similar beat we hear a lot. But I do like his words and his lyrics on there. And Girl's Best Friend, man, I like it, but I think it's the weakest Thai collaboration.
Buy some dimes.
I think it's the weakest Thai collaboration I've heard, but it grew on me. It's still growing on me. And yeah, that's basically it, man. But 2 Chainz, he pulled something out with this one.
Final thoughts. Look, man, 2 Chainz put it together. Initially, I was just like, yo, I don't know if LeBron need to be in the A&R seat. When I heard it the first time, I liked a lot, but the songs that I didn't like, I was just like, man, LeBron should have said no to that beat, no to that beat. But from listening to other 2 Chainz projects, I know why they're there.
Okay.
It was to not alienate his base completely.
He said that too.
I'll be knowing. Yeah, but overall though, yeah, 2 Chainz did his thing. I like the mature content. I mean, he still cracks jokes here and there. Yeah. I feel like I wish he took a little bit more time to make sure every verse was on point, so I could say that, you know, I was looking forward to this being one of the best albums of 2019. It'll probably still end up being, but I highly doubt it'll be in my top 5 by the end of the year, because there's a couple missteps that I just can't see putting it there. But I do think 2 Chainz definitely, in my opinion, put out his best album so far.
Yeah, man, I totally agree with you. I feel like that this is a really solid effort from 2 Chainz. I was listening to him on Big Ticket Show the other day, and he was just talking about, the album title, Rapper Go to the League, and how he said he intended for the title to be clickbait. But honestly,
it's actually an oxymoron.
Yeah, but he was just saying, like, everything in the album is really everything but that. How we can be more than just a artist or, somebody's an athlete and everything. We can be so much more than that. So I really like that touch on that note, and how he stayed focused with that subject matter of the album. And I just like the flow of it, because I feel like this was something really well thought out. I remember when I first started listening to 2 Chainz, I didn't appreciate him as much, but as I started listening to him more, I kind of, got more accustomed to him as an artist, and, he really put together music really well.
I don't know if because you didn't watch the LeBron thing.
Yeah.
They said Mama I Had a Lick actually had Kanye on the hook. So it started out with Kendrick on the hook. No, he said Pharrell had a hook on there. He didn't like the hook Pharrell did. Kendrick did a hook. He didn't really like the hook Kendrick sent him. He took the song to Kanye when Kanye wasn't rapping. Kanye was like, "Oh, you trying to make me rap?" Put a verse on it. They turned that into the hook. Everything was cool. Then Kanye called, wanted it taken off. So then him and Kendrick, he said they locked in the studio and they finished the hook. And I was just like, so y'all locked in and that's the best y'all came up with? I just wanted to say that.
So let me say this then. Would the Kanye hook would have been better in your opinion?
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
Know that's definitely the worst hook on this album.
But would have been what would Kanye? Knowing Kanye right now,
he would have been talking about bleaching assholes or something like that. The stuff Kanye loves to talk about.
I think I'm glad we missed that one.
Final grade. I'm gonna give 2 Chainz a check. This is a really great project.
True.
2 Chainz, yeah. 2 Chainz was on his thing right here. He was getting it done. He picked some dope producers to work with. He picked some stuff that wouldn't alienate his current base, as well as put mature content in there for those people that's probably his age listening to his music. And like he said, some of this stuff, if you're kids, you may not get Uncle, you may not get Sam, but it's going to be one of those joints that when you get 5 years later, when you start paying taxes and they start taking stuff out of your bills, you're going to start, out of your paycheck, you're going to start saying that, listening to that song a whole another way. And I could really appreciate that. He put stuff in here that's deep. Like I said, I feel like that's true story. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it comes across, and 2 Chainz always comes across as authentic and real, and that's one of the things I love about him, man.
Yeah, man, definitely a check for me. What I always love about artists is growth, and I feel like 2 Chainz has grown into a great artist, and I feel like he hasn't even alienated his fans with this one. I feel like he might be teaching some people some things on here, man, and I think that's what you should do with your music, man. You can have fun, but give a little bit of game here and there. That's what you're supposed to do.